there, welcome back to Gold Rush. I'm Hitman82. I'm filling up the excavator. I was gonna do a bunch of off-screen stuff, as I said at the end of the last video, and I didn't because I ended up finishing off the Big Sur event on American Truck Sim last night, and never actually got the Gold Rush. So today I'm going to show just some digging. It's just going to be a dig-episode, and hopefully it won't be a repair episode so that everything breaks while I'm working and I can't actually dig, because that happens too. So we're gonna do some digging here and get the wash plant fired up as soon as I get parked. Let's see. Just kind of trying to set myself up so I'm in a good spot. That should be close enough, I think, to the wash plant. Let's have a look. So is this gonna, let's see, if I reach all the way out there, that's gonna go past, isn't it? It's all about where to set up in the very beginning makes the difference whether it's gonna be easy to dig or not. Let's back up. Whoop, I'll go this way a little bit more. Alright, that should do it. Okay, well, let's go fire up the power and the water, and we're off and running. We're gonna see how much dirt we can dig in the next, I don't know, probably 20 minutes or so, and then maybe we'll refine it and see what we get. Not refine it, but wash it. No, put it through the magnetizer and get all that valuable metal out, maybe even a little bit of gold too. Alright, so let's see here, try and get set up here so I'm in a happy spot. There we go. It's not gonna reach. Yeah, that doesn't reach as far as I wanted it, but it will. Alright, and I'm gonna go in. Yep. Alright, we're good. So we're digging from the bottom. Hopefully. Not digging from the bottom, we're digging from the top down. Yeah, that's what I meant. You don't want to dig from the bottom because that wrecks the gold. I sure hope I'm right about that, not just giving everybody bad info. That could be the case. I'm pretty new to the game, so I'm sure if somebody knows different, they're gonna say something, right? I don't shoot messengers. Most of the time. Well, so yeah, if you know differently and you want to say so, you feel free. And in the meantime, we're just gonna keep digging and hopefully get some gold and get some iron. Oh my gosh, can't believe I'm saying that. Goes to show you just how hard mode is. How hard mode is. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do something with the price of the magnetite too. Because I mean, you can just run dirt even if it doesn't have any gold in it. You can still get the magnetite out. You know, 10 buckets get you $3,000. Actually, that wouldn't even pay for the fuel, would it? Nah, that's no good. Jeez, I sure hope that's all going in there. It seems to be. I'm paranoid about missing the wash plant, because that's just wasted fuel and wasted effort. Everything looks okay now. Or what kind of yield we're getting. I'm almost tempted just to fill this bucket and go and see, and see how many ounces we get from that one bucket. It won't be a lot, because it's generally what I found when I did the drill on a different save. That the stuff at the top was pretty low gold yield. You had to dig down a ways to get to it. So the best stuff, the wash plant's probably just sitting on. So having said that, I should probably be digging towards where the truck's sitting and go all the way over to where the what do you call it? The magnetizer is over there. We'll get there. We'll just keep on digging. Best way in this game to get money is to dig, right? Because if you don't run dirt, you don't make money. But yeah, if I had the drill, I'd be able to do a little better, because I'd know where the best gold was. But sooner or later that's gone, and then you're back to, you're back to just digging the crappy dirt because you need to run dirt. So I guess we'll see. I suppose you could go to another parcel, but I don't. The price for the next parcel is like 300,000, I think, just to rent it. So, and then it's an extra 5% more for rent. So, yeah, it's we want to try and get as much out of Old Arnold parcel as we can here. Oh, I missed. See, I gotta use this view. I kind of have to use both of them. Use the other one for digging, and then this one for putting in the wash plant, because I generally don't miss if I'm doing it this way. I just can't see the display as well. We're at 53%. So one of the things I read is even this hole I was basically wasn't going any deeper over here, because once you get close to bedrock you break your teeth more often. But you know, if you got to replace the teeth once a day, that's still pretty expensive. That's $3,000 a day just for teeth. But you know, if that's where the gold is, down at the bedrock, then that's where you got to dig, right? Break a few teeth. Once I have a loader, I can just, you know, dig this way down to the very bottom and then use the loader to skim off the bottom parts. But I guess by that point I'll hopefully have the tier 3 up and running. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing. Every time you make a change and you start doing something different, you're not making any money because you're busy changing things. I don't get any money for moving hoses and setting up generators. That doesn't earn us anything. So yes, keep on digging. I think this is going okay now. My fear was I'd get in here and just, you know, flip the excavator over a couple times and just look like a noob because I didn't practice it overnight or last night. Oh well, it's going, isn't it? Looks okay. We're doing all right. I still want feedback on this view though. I haven't. Obviously, my previous videos I just scheduled for. Looking at the clock, it'll be released in about half an hour, so obviously I can't get your feedback on episode 7 in time for this one. But I mentioned about going for a little excursion, a little drive, but like I said, I need money. Oh, so I didn't get a full scoop there. I need money, because if I go out for a drive and I, you know, go through 3-4 truck tires, $1,000 a tire, it's, you know, I'm not made of money yet. Not yet. We'll get there. Kind of interested. I'm looking forward to trying the DLC, and I haven't actually tried it yet, even though I could just set everything to $1 on a separate game and test it, but I haven't done that yet. I don't know, maybe I will wait and do it on screen. We'll see. It's a long wait at the rate I'm going. Yeah, I'll do some more digging tonight. I'm back in the mood for digging. Done trucking, back to digging. I've been hauling excavators all over the place in American Truck Sim, so now I gotta use one again. Oh, I watched a neat little mining video yesterday of they're just showing the big excavators, not the ones you get in this game, but the ones where the bucket is actually facing the other way. Instead of scooping this way, it scoops the other direction, and then it splits to unload, and then they use them on those big mining trucks, the big dump trucks with the dual wheels in the back, and they're huge. So, and it fills it in, you know, 3 scoops. One of those huge trucks in 3 scoops. So that gives you some idea how big this excavator was. That's pretty interesting. I played another game. I think it was called, was it Dig It? I think it was Dig It, where you get to use one of these. So I've got that game. I wonder if I should show a little bit of that just for the lulz, because it's there's not a lot to do in the game except dig, and there's no real reason to dig. So this one, at least, you make money and improve and stuff. Guess like any game, right? The prime importance is to entertain. That's the whole point of playing a game. Oops! Oh my gosh, how long was that at 100%? Alright, we'll stop that. Take this bucket out. Put another one. Oh, no, we'll set this over here. Come on. Now, I know if it tips over, I don't lose what's in it. I don't like having a full bucket of pay dirt sitting there on its side. It bugs me. So there you go. It's just because. Well, we'll run a couple buckets then. I want to keep going here. Whoop, easy autosave. I think I dug that one okay. It was kind of, it wasn't a deep dig. It was kind of a scoopy off the top. But that's how you're supposed to be doing it, apparently. Like that. Except that dirt's not really worth much. The better stuff is down here, but I need to open the hole up a little more so I'm not digging from the sides. Boy, I sure wish this had a little dozer blade on the front. The excavator, you often see that on excavators that used both for, see, I dug it from the side there. Used for smoothing as well as, you know, like it's just like a little mini dozer blade. Used also for stabilizing the machine, I think. But it'd be nice to have that because then you could kind of, you know, dig a little ramp down and plow it up in front of you a little. That'd be nice. I'm sure missing having a loader or a bulldozer. I'd rather have one of those first rather than get a bigger excavator because I'm not really having any trouble keeping up to this wash plant. Of course, if I had the bigger excavator, I'd be, you know, the scoops would be twice as big, but then I could, you know, run 2 wash plants. And then you're getting twice as much dirt. Because running dirt is what it's all about. Running good dirt is actually what it's all about. Hopefully that was shallow enough to get a good scoop. Just gonna kind of clear this away a little bit. Dig, dig, dig. Get my way, I'm digging. Oh, so Das Tebbers and I were working on our Minecraft episode yesterday. And we were working with these pipes, and oh my gosh, the trouble we had off screen just trying to... Well, anyway, it was... we were having trouble with the logistical pipes on that, the Project Red pipes, trying to get things to go the right way, so... Oh my goodness, spent a bit of time working on that. We're not sure if the problem is the range of the pipes or what. So if you haven't watched Minecraft, or if you're just watching Gold Rush and you're kind of new to the channel, we've got 2 other series on the go, Farm Sim 17 and Minecraft Tekkit. It's an like an older save and an older version. It's pretty fun. I don't know, I'm kind of running out of things to do on that one. And the Farm Sim, Squirrely and I have been yakking about just different maps and stuff. Rick, I should say Rick and Squirrely and I. And we were trying to decide, you know, like, do we want to start another map before Farm Sim 19 comes out, or just, you know, we got tons of money in our current save, so we're trying to decide if we want to keep going there or what. So hey, if you're a fan of those series and you want to comment on either of those, you can even leave your comment here about Farm Sim or Minecraft. Let's see how we're doing there for 56%. Oh, I'm moving right along now. See, this is when I dug that trench. This is how I was. Well, obviously I was digging from the side, so it's faster than what I'm doing now. But as you can see, you can once you get into a rhythm, you kind of want to keep digging. But the repairers often break that up. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going well now. Then hose fail and teeth fail and wash plant explodes. Speaking of which, you know, I had to replace that wash plant wheel. The question posed was, could I have kept going with that wash plant wheel damaged? I think so. Does that reduce the gold? Does it increase running costs? I have no idea. I have no idea if it'd be okay to keep running that until basically everything failed on the wash plant and then I'd have to change it. I know in the truck you can keep driving when you've got one damaged wheel or one broken wheel. You can keep going. I don't. I stop and repair it because that's what I would do in real life. But I don't know if you can drive with like 3 damaged wheels or what on the truck. I'm hitting the... See, if I've got steep sides, that means I'm doing it wrong. So I need to dig here from the top. Oh, sorry for the view. Get tipped over a little bit there. I don't know. It kind of makes me a bit nauseous too. 84% full. Or Yeah, I can slow down a little bit here because it's the wash plant's actually filling up faster than it's processing. So I'll just take some little scoops here from the top. So one thing I could do, I think, it says you. I read that you can use the bulldozer and kind of like we could put it over, right over where this bucket's facing, and push down and actually push some of that dirt down into the slope here where I could then dig it, and it wouldn't destroy the gold. So I don't see why I couldn't do that with the bucket as well. And I'll show you what I mean. How full it be there? 90%. So I could, for instance, just kind of, do this. See how that kind of pulled it down? There's nothing in my bucket now. It took it from up here and put it down there. But does that destroy the gold? I have no idea. Destroying gold is silliness. But anyway, all would happen if you did lose the gold, it doesn't disappear. It would just move further down the hole, and then you just get it on the next scoop. It's kind of silly, but oh well. I don't make the rules. I just try and live by them. Alright, so that should do on that bucket. 98, 99, 100. It should be at 100 now. I'm okay to lose a couple percent. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't even have to mess with this. I can't help it. I'm sorry. There. That one empty? Yep. Turn the wash plant back on. So I've got two buckets. You see, this is what I mean. Like I'm in kind of a groove here. I don't want to stop and go process stuff, and most people don't. They get a whole bunch of buckets ready for processing, then they go and do like 10 buckets or something. And with good reason. I mean, once you're in the groove, you don't want to get out of that groove because then you're in trouble. It's from a song. Propeller Heads. Propeller Heads, if you haven't heard of them, they're pretty neat. Pretty neat band. They've got, I think they did the lobby scene, the music from the lobby scene on The Matrix. They got a pretty neat James Bond theme. That's pretty cool. Shirley Bassey does some of the lyrics on their songs. She's a pretty good singer. She's been around for a while. You've heard her sing, I bet, even if you don't know it was her. Okay, let's see. I'm still kind of on the fence if I want to go. Got 2 full buckets there, and it's only 9 in the morning, so I don't have to worry about getting the gold processed in time for rent time. Now, I did read that perhaps it was Brew that told me that if I didn't actually run that dirt, if I just left it in those buckets, then I don't get charged the rent on that until I do process the dirt in the buckets. So I could do like work right past midnight and it wouldn't charge me for the new stuff till the next day. But I don't know. I just like to kind of stay on top of these things, and that's how I won't, my business won't fail. You don't want to spend more than you have. Which is why, you didn't really see me go crazy on loans or anything. I mean, I could go take a loan for probably $30,000, $40,000 now and buy something else, but yeah, I don't like owing money. What can I say? Especially not at 10% a day. Of course, if you go and you borrow $10,000 and then you go and in 2 days you've made $20,000 more than you would have if you hadn't taken the loan, then obviously it's worth the investment, the expansion. So we'll see. The wash plant is $19,000, I think. So I could get a loan and get it now, or just sell the gold I've got and get it now. But I like to have a good cushion so that if I have to go get some expensive stuff for repairs or whatever, I'm in a position where I can afford that. Because I do not want to go negative for money. Because then if you're negative on cash, unless you take out a loan, well, basically, if you're negative on cash and you go to process the gold at the blacksmith, you know, to refine the gold ore, and you don't have the money, you have to first sell the blacksmith some raw gold ore, and you don't get as much money as the processed gold. So you're better off having the cash ahead of time to process that gold and then sell the bars at the bank. So always have cash in your pocket when you go to refine the gold. Otherwise, it can cost you. All right, what are we at? 48%, not 55. All right. Looking at the time, we'll finish this third bucket and then we'll go process it all. That way, we've done some digging. We'll have done some refining. Let's see. I can start digging over here too, I guess. Just I don't really see how long this is to go over this way. I don't really like that. I'd still probably keep up to it, but I need to get this whole digger deeper. That's the gold down there, way at the bottom, so that's where I need to be digging. Just unfortunately, to get to that, you got to clear the. Well, some people would call it overburden, but where it's actually the overburden's already been removed here. Overburden is the dirt sitting on top of the soil that has gold in it. So, for instance, you know, all the old soil that the trees have been growing in and stuff. In this parcel, if you look around and see how this is all pay dirt or pay gravel, the overburden would have been removed. So all the stuff the trees were grown on, all the soil. So I did read that. Well, one of the comments I read on Discord led me to believe that perhaps you have to remove the overburden on the other parcels. And if so, that is cool, because I can't wait to do that. That'll be neat. Get the dozer or the loader and just going along, stripping off the soil and getting rid of it so that you can get at the stuff with the gold in it underneath. I don't know, I just like digging. I like terraforming and moving dirt. Good thing, because this game's all about that. Digging. Well, I shouldn't say that. Some of it, I mean, yeah, it is grindy and there's a lot of digging, but you also have to, there's a little more strategy. Like, if you're playing, especially on the hard mode, if you just, you know, spend willy-nilly and you don't really have a plan, and you're just going along punching holes in the dirt all over the place, you know, you're going to have a harder time being successful than if you have a plan and say, okay, well, I'm going to dig here, and I'm going to stay at it. And, you know, if the gold yield's a bit lower, oh well, I'll make up for it in volume. I think that even that, the slow and steady gold income would still perform well. Okay, you might find, you know, you might go and spend 2 days making pilot holes and washing them, trying to find a good gold spot. But if you're going to have to dig that other stuff anyway to get onto the next parcel, then you're just wasting time. So, I don't know. Alright, let's shut this down. Shut the wash plant down. Get the bucket out. Alright, don't kick the bucket. Oh, you know what? I'll just get that in a second. Look away, look away, look away, oh, look away. Turn that on. Where's that? Back, you bucket. Get back on your feet. Buckets have feet? I don't know. This one does. I saw it. Oh, my truck's full of buckets. I'll have to walk them over. Alright, so we'll throw this one in. Start this up. Start this one up. Make sure everything's okay. We got the 2 buckets underneath. Alright, we're good. Turn that on. I have to turn off the other generator and the water here. It looks like they're ready for refueling. Huh? Stopped dozen times. So it looks like, whoa, oh, jeepers. I didn't see that cable. I just kicked the cable over the end. Oh, what a derp. You already knew that, right? Shut those down. The magnetizer finished, so now I gotta head back over there. Oh, don't kick the bucket. I kicked the bucket. I'm still standing though. Alright, so now we don't chuck this in the magnetizer. I could, but we'd waste pay dirt then, so that'd be bad. See, because it's at 89%. So we'll drop that. We'll grab this. Put that in here. Back in there. Oh my gosh. Controller fail. I'm not very good with an Xbox controller if you haven't figured that out already. But at least you don't have the... one thing I had to do in Minecraft is I try not to do it, but it's whip the view around. So, you know, with the mouse I'd be doing this, and see, I can move around with the mouse now, but I don't like watching that. I assume nobody else does either, so I'll use the controller. So now when I look around, it's a little more gradual. I could probably increase the speed a little bit there. Alright. This. Yeah, I don't like leaving that wavetable running because the jets, the little white bar across the top that the water comes out of, they break. And they tend to break quite often, I'm finding. So I don't leave the machine running, even though I am right here, but oh well, not for very long. There we go. Oh, what a dummy. You know, I should have maybe looked at how much gold I had. I did it again. So I think I was at 10.3 when I dumped this bucket in. You guys were paying attention though, right? Of course you were. Better than I was. Okay, wavetable. So I was at 10.3, so 1.4 ounces maybe, approximately, in that bucket. So we're at 11.7 now. Let's see what we get out of this last one. I predict we'll be at 13.1. Go, go, go. Come on, 13 point. Oh, yeah, you know what? Go higher. That's good. Go 13.5, but it's going to be 13.1. Oh, 13.2, 3. Gold, 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 good gold. I don't know where exactly I got that gold, but that was at 13.5. Wow, awesome. Okay, so we're starting to get some more gold. This is good. You know, at this point, I think I'd be happy for, you know, 1.2 ounces per bucket. I don't know if that's good or not, but it's certainly, you know, the gold's adding up now. As long as I can stay ahead of my fuel usage. Alright. Did I turn that off? I did not. I did not. So, let's see. We'll fuel up this generator again. The amount of fuel in this and how little I run it should last quite a while before I have to get any more fuel over here. Alright, well, we're ready to fire back up. I'll have to check the fuel in the generator, or in the thingadoo for excavator. I sure hope it's not half empty. And we're back to this. We're just about out of time though, so just do a little bit more digging here before we go. I can kind of wrap up as we go. Oh, half. So I used half a tank of fuel to get those 3 buckets. So I can do what, 5 or 6, probably 5 or 6 buckets before I have to refuel. That's pretty expensive. I get maybe 3 refuelings out of a full tank of $4,000 worth of fuel. Alright, so it probably cost me, I don't know, just kind of a guess. It's like $500 or $600 of fuel to dig that amount of gold, which was, what, 4 ounces? A little over 4 ounces, I think. Something like that. So it's profitable. We're making money. Not a lot, but it's some. Don't forget 30% of that comes off, 30% of that gold comes off the top before you even process it, or like refine it, so that's not so good. Or, you know, at the blacksmith. So that's a bit spendy. You can purchase the land, and then you don't have to pay any rent. But it's 600,000, I think, to buy it. So to make that back, you know, I'd have to dig $1.8 million worth of dirt just to make it worth it, or of gold just to even make it worth it. No, that's yeah, that's right. because that 1/3 of that would make up for the 600,000. Any of these numbers making sense to you? They do in my head. That's not really where I'm pulling them from. Well, how are we doing here? We're just about out of time. We're gonna call that. We're gonna call it. So thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click like, leave a comment. I really welcome those comments. I know I keep going on about it. It's just because it's like the best part of making videos is talking to people in the comments. So yeah, you know, even if you're saying hello or if you have a question, I'll answer if I can, and if not, then I'm sure one of these other fine folks will. So leave a comment, hit like, and I will see you for the next one. Bye for now.